Oh my God, we have so much to talk about today. I think we just witnessed probably one of the most embarrassing YouTube boxing events in the whole of YouTube boxing. I know in Dubai they have the social gloves, which has equally embarrassing things, but in terms of a huge fight, putting YouTube boxing on the map even further and trying to, show that this is a good thing, this event was a joke. Least of all, the first fight, Halal Ham versus Salt Pappy. Halal Ham comes on the stage and this guy just starts doing a diss track on Salt Pappy and just gets racist.
The fuck is this guy? Bro, all you do is run on the spot. But tonight you're about to get boxed and put in your place. Now you're either high as fuck or you're Chinese because your eyeballs look sunk into your face.
What the fuck? Who the fuck was this dickhead, man? Why was he on the stage? It was an absolute joke. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, it can only get better. It can only get better from this knobhead, but man, it just turns into even more of a circus and a shambles. We then got two boxers, actual pro boxers, go in the ring and decide we're just gonna grab this bag because we don't actually want to beat the shit out of each other. Let's just spar. And they just stood there and just did tippy-tappy punches and didn't even try because they're obviously thinking, yeah, it's just YouTube boxing, don't really have to put on a show, so let's just do it. Get the money or the paycheck we'll promise and bounce. And can we talk about why the fuck everyone was headbutting each other? I don't even remember the first guy's name, but he just came out and lamped this guy with the craziest headbutt, so blatant, so obvious. Like the first round, he couldn't contain his rage so much that he just had to absolutely nut him. And then with the Vitali fight, Vitali's opponent was doing really well and actually beating Vitali, and then he decides to headbutt him not once but a couple of times. Why the fuck are you doing that? You were winning as well. It makes no sense. You're actually boxing well. I don't know if these guys are street fighters or getting a lot of fights outside of boxing, but there is absolutely no excuse in boxing to use your head intentionally like that. That is so dirty and dangerous. Vitali's opponent should have been disqualified like the other guy was, but he wasn't. And his headbutts were just as obvious, just as bad, and instead they announced it a draw. Such a joke. The judges, we will talk about it, but already you're starting to see them crumble, starting to see the rules of boxing not be implemented as they should. That guy should have got disqualified the second he headbutted him. And while we're just talking about the circus of it all, during the Deji Alex Wassabi fight, a fan jumped in the ring mid-fight and he got absolutely chucked off stage, WWE style, just absolutely launched. Such an arsehole, probably some entertainer or some dickhead trying to get a viral moment, a viral clip, or making a YouTube video. And I hope if this guy does make a video, doesn't go viral, and I hope everyone just dislikes it because he's absolute knobhead doing that during a fight. But we have to wind it back before the Deji Alex Wassabi fight because we had Faze Temper versus King Kenny. Now, King Kenny, I like his YouTube channel. I like the Beta Squad. I was rooting for Kenny, man. You can watch my live stream VOD. I was rooting for Kenny. But Faze Temper had that mystery about him. No one knew what he was doing for training. Kind of what was we going to expect from Temper? And he came out and he was the better boxer, landed more punches, had controlled the fight way more than Kenny did. Kenny had some good moments, had some flurries, but he didn't do enough at all. And Kenny had all this hype. People are saying, oh, he's training with Deji, but Deji's like, Kenny's just another beast, another animal. And he wasn't bad by any means. I don't think Kenny was bad. I think he looked great. I think maybe the occasion just got to him and he wasn't throwing or doing the things maybe he trained to do as much. Whereas Temper had a game plan, stuck to the game plan, and definitely won the fight. So I don't know how the fuck Kenny got a decision win. That was probably the most insane, blatantly rigged shit I've ever seen in YouTube boxing. When people normally go, that fight was rigged or that was rigged, I'm like, shut up. Shut up. This was an absolute joke. Faze Temper by far won the fight. Faze Temper tweeted out after saying, fucking bullshit. That tweet got over 45,000 likes. He also tweeted out pictures of him and Kenny. I gave that boy a boxing lesson. And the worst part was as well, when Kenny got raised, everyone knew he didn't win. Even Vidal, KSI's ex-trainer, ex-coach, said that Kenny didn't do enough. And he's friends with Kenny. And then they all rushed for stages of Kenny won. Like, seeing someone like act like a win was a win when it really wasn't. I don't know. I just don't understand how you can, you know, take it and enjoy it when you know you didn't win. However, Kenny seems to think he did win. He tweeted out saying, "Everyone in the arena saw I won that." I don't know why people online are saying it's rigged. Gonna review the whole fight shortly on a video and show why I won. And if he wants to run it back in America for me to beat him again, then bring it. Yeah, I would be fine with a rematch. I think a rematch could be good. But, man, don't do a video reviewing why you won, because you didn't win. And I'm sorry. It's probably hard to take when he's been training so much and has so much hype. But you didn't win, and you did not deserve to have your hand raised. Some judge I've got paid off or just favored you because the crowd were cheering, but I don't know what the fuck happened. The judges were just a disgrace, and this gets proven even further when we move on to the Deji Alex Wassabi fight. Now, it was a pretty boring fight. I think both of them looked fine. I think Deji obviously looked a bit better, but he wasn't throwing any punches. He was dodging the punches, but there wasn't really anything happening. Alex Wassabi, but for sure, was the aggressor, made the fight happen a lot more, and I think he definitely did win the fight. Deji definitely did not win that fight. So the fact that when they called out the results at the end, one of the judges had Deji winning the fight.
Our first judge scores about 50-46 in favor of the blue corner. Our second judge, 29-47 in favor of the red corner.
Come on, Deji!
Our third and final judge scores about 48-47.
Deji, we
declaring the winner by split decision.
Just shows what a fucking shambles this showstar boxing event is. I don't know how any judge would have came to the conclusion that Deji won that fight, but something was going on. Something fishy was happening with them judges, because that was the most blatantly rigged shit I've seen in a minute. And you know, Deji has now had 3 fights, lost all 3. Alex Wassabi, you know, he isn't a challenging opponent. He shouldn't have been challenging for Deji if he was as good as everyone said he was. Naturally gifted and like all this hype. Alex Wassabi was a stepping stone and he still didn't do it. I don't want to see the rematch. I am not invested in this fight. I thought Alex Wassabi was a bit of a joke fight for Deji, but he lost. There's nothing wrong with just calling it a day and just hanging up the gloves and be like, look, I tried. I made a lot of money off this. Let's just move on in my life. Because otherwise, Deji, you're just going to end up like this. 0-87. Guys, this is my last fight. Oh, man. And people are getting mad about memes like this being posted. Yeah, the Deji fanboys in the UK scene are going to be like, oh, it's okay, Deji. Shut up. When Nate Robinson got knocked out, when Tyron Woodley got knocked out, when other people get knocked out, you absolutely rinse them. So why is it when people rinse or roast Deji or make a few jokes about him losing, people get so butthurt, like, oh, you're so mean, you can't say that. Like, shut up. I'm pretty sure the whole internet agrees with, first of all, it should never have been announced that on a judge's scorecard that Deji won the fight. Faze Temper definitely beat King Kenny, even if you like Kenny. And I like Kenny, and I'm from the UK, but Temper won. And that this event was kind of a joke, man. It kind of was. Event was embarrassing. I think it didn't make YouTube boxing look good at all, in a good light, positive light. KSI's manager tweeted this out. That shit was a shambles. You know we're going to do it right. Putting energy and time into this now to put on the mother of all cards this year. And then goes on to say, maybe we should fuck around and save YouTube boxing. Yeah, this event definitely wasn't good for YouTube boxing at all. Comment below as well what you guys think about the Faze Temper Kenny fight. Just comment. Comment if you think Temper won or Kenny won. Deji fight as well. What did you think of the judges? What did you think of all the things that happened and the controversies? But yeah, another boxing event. More drama, more controversy. Let me know what you think down below. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Lots more content coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream last night. We had a great time on the stream. Last week's video as well. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm checking the comments. I always look at the comments. I'm going to look at some, reply to some, heart some comments. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, that is it. YouTube Boxer, man. See where we go next. Until next time, fuck off.